In the year 2087, humanity touched the soil of Mars not as explorers this time, but as settlers. 100 of Earth's best scientists, engineers, builders, thinkers arrived aboard the Dauntless, humanity's most advanced colonization vessel. Their mission was to begin terraforming. Phase 1. Lay the foundations for the first off-world human city. Change the red planet into a green cradle of life. But what they discovered on Mars wasn't a lifeless desert. It was a graveyard with a heartbeat. Commander Layla Hart led the mission. She was a veteran of the Lunar Base project and had spent years preparing for Mars. The crew trusted her. The world watched her. The first days went smoothly. Structures were deployed, power systems activated, water was discovered more than any rover had predicted, and the soil, unlike anything retrieved in earlier missions, was unexpectedly rich. Too rich, it contained high nitrogen levels and complex organic traces no one could explain. At first, it was considered a blessing. Then they noticed something else. Patterns, geometric lines, and ridges buried beneath the Martian crust near Olympus. Scanning drones revealed symmetrical structures buried kilometers below the surface, straight corridors, circular formations, something unnatural. At first, they assumed it was a rare geological phenomenon, until their drills struck metal, old, cold, alien, metalland. They uncovered what appeared to be a massive door embedded in the ground. Perfectly hexagonal and without hinges or handles, no visible tech, no signs of life. It opened the moment one of the crew touched it. Behind the door was a tunnel, smooth black stone, dim, flickering lights embedded in the walls. The air inside was breathable, the atmosphere engineered. As they went deeper, they found what looked like a chamber. At its center hovered a holographic map. It depicted the solar system, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, but the data was ancient, outdated by thousands of years, and at the center of it all was its surface outlined in green. The simulation showed it being terraformed, not in the future, in the past, approximately 80,000 years ago. Confusion turned to fear. If Mars was once a living planet, who gave it life, and where did they go? Earth's mission control fell silent when the data was transmitted, and then one sentence was returned: continue investigating. We need to know everything. But it was already too late. The biologists studying the Martian soil found something impossible. The microbes in the soil responded to human touch. They weren't inert. They were adaptive, changing, reacting. Some cells even showed fragments of human DNA after exposure, despite having never come into contact with any living being for millennia. The planet was reacting to them, as if it remembered. Then the symptoms began. Crew members experienced severe migraine. Some reported hearing whispers during sleep. Others began to dream of structures they'd never seen, cities of glass and bone under twin moons. One engineer tried to tear up the floor of the biodome, screaming that he needed to dig it out. The plants, too, had changed. Seeds grew into massive vines overnight. Roots broke through reinforced walls. The environment was adapting aggressively. Then came the pulse, a single planetary signal broadcast deep from the Martian crust. It wasn't accidental. It was a beacon, not aimed at Earth but outward into space. And almost immediately, something responded. A signal was detected by Earth-based observatories, encrypted, non-random, and alien. It originated from somewhere near the Oort cloud. An object was now moving toward Mars. Estimated arrival: 9 months. Meanwhile, those remaining on the planet were changing. Their skin chemistry shifted. Bone scans revealed microfractures forming new patterns. Their blood carried something unknown, something not human. Layla Hart made a final log entry. She said, "This planet was never dead. It was dormant. We didn't discover Mars. We awakened it, and then all contact was lost. When Earth sent unmanned probes, the Dauntless was gone. No heat signatures, no signals, no trace of the colonists, only a single data loop repeating from orbit. We have returned. What happened on Mars remains classified by all global space agencies, but encrypted footage was leaked, showing footage from inside the ruins, architecture not built by human hands. Sleek corridors, floating glyphs, a throne-like structure grown from obsidian and bone, and a chamber filled with dust that shaped itself into humanoid forms as the crew approached. Now, deep space sensors detect more objects, moving massive structures breaking the void between stars, not asteroids, not ships, something older, returning, not for Earth, for Mars. We thought Mars was waiting for us, but we were just the trigger. Mars didn't belong to us, and now it's calling its real children home.